What's going on, guys? So I hate doing this because I do think that it is very important that we try to build unity instead of division. And I've been contemplating this and avoiding it. But as most of you know, many of you, maybe not all of you, on the day before Lobby Day in Richmond, Virginia, Lightfoot Militia, Pennsylvania State, led by Christian Yingling, Mike Rage, who's I don't know what group he's with out of Florida, Tammy Hillary Lee, who's a spokesperson for God knows who, held a dinner in Richmond the night before the event, and unbeknownst to 90% of the people there, 95% of the people, of course, AP wasn't invited. We had our own thing to do. We had all our members at our hotel doing our thing, and we had our dinner. So they had a dinner where they invited John Brown Gun Club, Antifa, and there's another group, I forget, but all leftists, all extreme leftists, groups that hate everything that we stand for as a nation, everything we value as a people. As patriots, we fight against everything that these people fight against or stand for. And yet these guys felt it was okay to invite them to an open dinner for patriots, a meet and greet type of a thing, without telling anybody. Heard some video. A lot of you probably heard the same video of some of these three individuals, Tammy Hillary Lee, specifically talking about working with these people, meaning the far leftists, Antifa, John Brown Gun Club, for 5 years, and saying to a concerned patriot there that you need to relax, you need to grow up. Well, unfortunately, we do have snakes that will find their way in and you know, try to embed themselves. Rather, we could call them like a tick. And these people are no good for our community. Doing that kind of stuff puts all of our team, all of the patriots that we try so hard to protect, in danger. We don't know what they were doing. While this dinner was going on, who's to say that, you know, Antifa, John Brown Gun Club members weren't walking around snapping photos of license plates to be doxxed later on, you know, if there's a falling out. It's a complete violation of OPSEC trust, and it builds a divide in this community that we definitely don't need, especially now. But they did us a favor. We now know who to trust, who we can't trust. There are some decent Lightfoot chapters out there. See, this is the thing. AP, basically, we follow by the same SOP. And if any of our chapters decides they want to leave, I see to it that they change the name. And they do. You know, they do. Eventually, they will change the name. I'm persistent about that because I do not want anything like what's happening with Lightfoot. See, Lightfoot had a national leader, and they didn't respect him enough to stick with him. They decided to break off, keep getting, you know, using the name. You know, radical elements popped up. Elements that were working with Antifa, John Brown Gun Club popped up. You know, you don't want that. If you're a founder of an organization, the name for everything that happens falls upon you. So you got to control that. And it's, you know, that's one thing I don't understand when I hear these national organizations, they splinter off and they continue using the name. Don't do that, man. If you're not happy with the organization, make another name. Make a name for yourself. You know. So that's just what I want to say about that. Coronavirus. Now, guys, understand the media, when the media is going crazy about something, that's when I trust it the least. Is coronavirus true? Yeah, I do believe it's true. As a matter of fact, it's factual. There's coronavirus right now in the country. It's a strain of the flu. Now, China is a communist nation. If China wants to put together some type of a false flag, they control the population. They can hire people to act like they're, dying on the street and everything else. And, the leftist media is running with this, which is another thing to me that makes me think something just doesn't smell right to me. It just doesn't. So, definitely make sure you have your. This is what's going to happen, I think. They're saying 85 million people could possibly die. Around the world, there's over 1 billion people in the world. Now, most of these people that would die would probably be in third world countries. The weak, the sickly, the elderly. Well, there's going to be people affected in this country. Don't get me wrong. More people die of cancer than will die of this in this country in the next year. And I guarantee that, So I wouldn't get all crazy. But the one thing I will tell you is this. The media is going to hype it up so much that people are going to go, oh my God, I'm going to run out of food. I'm going to need this. So I do recommend you go out and you get yourself, a lot of pasta, a lot of rice, some canned soups, stuff like that. Stuff you could put away anyway for a rainy day in case nothing really bad happens right now. It's, we always need preps anyway. So this is a good opportunity to be like, all right, you know what? Maybe now's the time to do it. And get 3 months worth of preps for your family. Listen, you go to Costco, you can spend $150 and you could buy 3 months of preps. Like I said, a lot of rice, you eat a lot of starch, a lot of carbohydrates, stuff like that. Get canned chicken, tuna, stuff like, that's the kind of stuff you want to get. Put it away. Not worry about it. It's always there in case you truly need it. And water. Also, you're going to want water. Water purification tablets, stuff like that. Let me show you something I got. So I bought this a couple of years ago because when I first started, this is good to have for a combat situation when you're dealing with mustard gas or something like that. And let's be realistic here. This stuff is going to be floating around, right? This is an airborne virus. So it's going to be floating around. What are we going to do? Walk around in fucking mop gear all day, every day? Be smart. Take a lot of vitamin C. Eat well, take care, wash your hands, sanitize your hands, avoid sick people. If there's a lot of sick kids at your kids' school, don't send your kids to school. Keep them home. Just think smart. Like I said, wash your hands all the time. Make sure you don't touch your eyes. Make sure your hands don't wind up in your mouth if you touch something without cleaning them first. But we cannot get hysterical about this. We got to maintain the course, people, because I truly believe everything they do is trying to fuck with our heads, So don't get crazy. God forbid. God forbid I'm wrong. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about it anyway. If this is as bad as they say it is, there's nothing we're going to be able to do about it. And I don't believe it is. So, it's the same thing with Ebola, same thing with AIDS. It's always a disease. Like every couple of years, they have a new disease that's happening, and that's all I got to say. So I hope you guys keep focused. Keep focused and definitely pick up some goods and get your family squared away in case you do need to isolate yourself. And there is a small possibility that will be the case. I'm stuck in the city, unfortunately. I'm going to kind of be in the epicenter of anything if it happens because it's going to spread really fast. So, but if you're out in the country, know your bug out location, get that squared away with your teams so you can get out of Dodge. And if suddenly it really does catch on like wildfire, all right? All right, guys, take care.